Good morning. It's yeah, day 9. Traveling on the road, gave a speech last night here in San Diego, and gonna actually go out and play today. It's gonna be my last fun day before Lady and the Champs. So I was thinking about this, and I really wanted to wait until after Lady and the Champs to get started, but my whole goal now was to develop the habit. And I remember early on when I was started doing stand up, I read a book called Comic Lives, and it talked about all the backgrounds and where people came from. And I remember the story of Roseanne Barr, that she became a comedian even though she was a mom of young children. So it can be done. And if your dream's important, you've got to make steps every day. And I'm committing to you and committing to myself to post this. Even though it takes a little extra time to film it and post it, it's like keeping me accountable, which is keeping me moving forward. So today, before I go out and play 22 minutes, I actually started reading a new book now. This one's by Linda Sager. Linda Sager, adaptation of fact and fiction onto film. And Linda was one of the gurus that I went to listen to at that screenwriters workshop. Michael Haig as well as Sid Field, but she was one of them, and I thought this was perfect because I'm trying to take fact and turn it into film. So I want to see what her insight was. I also know in the back of my head I'm feeling a little guilty because I'm not actually writing yet, and I'm gonna not beat myself up about that because it will happen. I will dive in, but it's been helpful listening to the John Truby thing as I drove here yesterday, because I'm going to use his software. So maybe I'm justifying not starting writing yet, but I am gathering ideas and I am moving forward. So I'm going to not worry about it at this point, and I'm really looking forward to the days I can put 2 or 3 or 4 hours or a whole day towards this. But habits. If you haven't read the book Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, editor of Success Magazine, great book, and that's what I'm trying to do right here. And I mentioned yesterday as I was driving that it was really wild. If you haven't seen day 1 yet, day 1 is actually an article as to what I'm doing and why. And the irony, I think there's something about the universe that when you decide, this is what I'm going to do, the universe or God, whatever you believe, I believe helps you. But if you're waffling or not sure, who knows? But once you do decide, I believe that things start lining up. And I mean, the odds of stopping at a rest area that I never stop at, because I always stop at the other one, and pulling into at the exact moment as Rudy Rudiger. And 9 days ago wrote that article that he inspired this. So I haven't seen him since NSA a year and a half ago. Well, actually, no, he came to my house last year. So I haven't seen him in a year, hadn't really talked to him in a year. So kind of wild. And I don't know what the purpose is, but there's a purpose. But today, 22 minutes. How about you?